This is how you get the free Necrofluid Gauntlet wonder weapon on Ashes of the Damned in Black Ops 7 Zombies. So in order to do this, you first need to turn on the power at all 3 of the generators on the map. Now install the Pack-a-Punch in Tessie. Now head over to Ashwood Sheriff's office and you can see Klaus in the jail cell. After which, if you head back to the Janus Plaza spawn room, if you go up to this box here, Klaus will break out. If he doesn't spawn in, you may have to flip around and just make sure you go close up to where the box actually is. So make sure you are prepared and simply defeat it. And it will drop a stabilizer chip that you're able to collect. You can then head over to Ashwood and head specifically into the sheriff's office, and you are able to place the chip into the door of the jail cell. After which, you need to have 2 stun grenades. If you don't have some already, there's a crafting table nearby that you can go ahead and buy some from. And what you need to do is you need to throw 2 of these stun grenades at Klaus in succession back to back, after which he is going to become hazed and the radiation is essentially going to power him up, and he's going to break out of the chair and then rocket launch into the sky and then land in front of you. You now have a friendly Klaus that will help defend you in your game. Now you need to head over to the Zarya Cosmodrome, the launch remake, the essentially new version of Ascension from an alternative timeline, and you need to bring Klaus over here by this panel, and you need to get him to stand right by it, and he'll stomp down on the ground, causing the green light on the control panel to flick on. You then need to interact with the control panel, which will cause a red laser to beam out of the security camera above, and there'll be a circle on the ground. Now the person who has interacted with the control panel in the game, or just you if you're on solo of course, needs to be the one who stands in the red circle in front of it, and you essentially need to do a little lockdown standing in this exact spot for around 20 seconds or so. After it's progressed, it will then open up and give you an Aether canister that you're able to collect. Holding it, you're going to be tremendously slowed down, so make sure you are using Tessie to traverse around the map between the different generators, because you're going to have to go to each of them and place it in each of them. So at each of the different power pumps that you place it in, you will have a certain amount of duration to refine the energy decay, and zombies will be coming at you, so simply defend it during each of these instances. Now you can go to any of the power pumps in any order that you wish, however it's best to leave Vandon Farm to last because that's going to be needed for the next step following this. So yeah, simply place it in every single one until they complete and you collect it. Now you are going to have a certain amount of time each time you pick up the canister, so you are going to have to be quick, so make sure you have Tessie, like I said, ready to go and your teammates ready to help you out for every single one so you don't run out of time, but the timer is going to reset between every single power pump. Anyways, once you have finished the one at Vandon Farm, you are going to have a certain amount of time to make your way down into the basement. So like I said, it's really recommended you leave the Vandon Farm pump until last, and you want to come down to the secretive cube in the basement and interact with it, and then these origins-like circular symbols will all begin glowing green, and the red eye on it will begin glowing red. So now the cube is active, and you are able to interact with each of the sides of it to change the symbol that is being shown. So how do you actually know which symbol to have showcased? Well, these alchemical symbols can be found if you make your way back to the Janus Towers Plaza. You want to head over to the jump pad that takes you and have it set to jump to Vandon Farm, activate it, and if you jump up, you can see on the roofs the 3 different symbols that you need to input. And it is recommended to just pause your game as you are doing this if you are on solo, or take a screenshot, or if you're recording your game you can go back and look at that. In multiplayer games it's going to be a bit more of a struggle because you're not able to just pause, so you might have to take multiple attempts just writing down what the symbols look like. So if you first pause the game on the 2, just jot down what they are, or if your memory is good you can just remember it off of the top of your mind, and then quickly you want to unpause your game and then pause it again to be able to see the 3rd symbol, which is located on top of this silo. So once you know the 3 different alchemical symbols to input, you can head back down into the basement and interact with the symbols to get the 3 ones that you saw to show up. Now bear in mind, as you are doing this, you are going to be raided by some zombies and purple-eyed zombies, so be cautious. But once you've gotten the 3 correct symbols to show up, there you go, it will grant you with the Necrofluid Gauntlet wonder weapon, and you can then pick it up. After which a lockdown sequence will begin where you can see these green orbs around the room, and you have to shoot it with the Necrofluid Gauntlet and reload, which pulls the ammunition and orb towards you. After you have done them all, they disappear and you are then able to leave. leave with the gauntlet in your hand. Now the inspect animation is really cool. It's basically like an Iron Man fist. Now how this weapon works is that it shoots out darts, and if you use the left trigger they are explosive. It's best to just shoot these on the ground to then explode them, as opposed to just regularly shooting the zombies, which barely does anything. Now you are able to pack-a-punch this weapon as well to make it even better. I don't know if there's another Easter egg to actually upgrade it, probably just pack-a-punch. And it's great if you shoot them on the ground because the spikes retract back to the gauntlet, essentially inflicting secondary damage onto the zombies as well. You can also use this weapon to pull in items like power-ups or salvage, etc. from the distance, similar to the jet gun. It does also have a powerful close-range claw attack, and when it retracts, it also reels in stolen life energy via vampiric mechanics to also heal you, restoring your health up to 100 plus HP. So it's great, but you really need to practice how to use this weapon right. And after this, the Necrofluid Gauntlet will be in the mystery box for your other teammates. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you with plenty more guides to come. Bye.